Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for joining us as we turn our attention to the Dakar Rally. It wrapped up in Buenos Aires, Argentina this weekend, bringing an end to this year's edition of the world's toughest motor race. Now, the 2017 event featured 491 competitors as they took on the very harsh terrain of Paraguay, Bolivia and Argentina during a flood as well over the course of 13 days. Now, fresh from covering the race in South America, motor journalist Sean Parker joins us this morning for a bit of a roundup of this year's Dakar Rally. Really jealous. I mean, that's got to be a bucket list moment to get there. Give us an overview of this year's race. It just seems like one of the toughest, if not the toughest, in recent memory.
Yeah, so the sporting director, a guy by the name of Mark Comer, this is the first time that he's, sort of like done the race and he's planned it. So I think he wanted to definitely put his mark and show the guys that it can be as tough as nails. And I think that a lot of the competitors felt that. They maybe felt it was a bit too harsh, but that's what Comer did. And yeah, a lot of the guys, sort of felt the wrath of it, I think.
Paint a picture for us here. We've heard about flooding, powder sand like we haven't seen before. I mean, the fact that 3 trucks finished ahead of the cars gives you an idea of how tough that terrain was. The bikers really battling as well. Just how rough was this year's course? Yeah,
so about half, I think sort of more than half of the race was done about 4,000 meters. So the altitude was definitely a factor. There was ice, there was sleet, all the conditions were thrown at him. 2 of the stages were cancelled. So yeah, a lot of the competitors had a couple of things to deal with, but it definitely made for a great race, I think.
Opportunity to meet some superstars, or get up close and personal for you, Sebastian Loeb, and of course, Stefan Pieter Hansel taking his 13th Dakar Rally. Is he showing any signs of slowing down?
Damn, I doubt it. No, I think this win in 2017 is probably going to push him on to do a couple more. He did tweet a couple of days ago after the race that it's another win, but certainly not the last. So I think that in itself really shows that the Oak is going to carry on.
And also in a fantastic, the Peugeot is just dominating this year's race. In fact, it seemed like the only car that could handle those kind of conditions. We had Sam Sunderland taking the bikes on the KTM as well. When we look at the South African contributions, we obviously always have high hopes. So much pressure, in fact, on the shoulders of Geniel de Villiers. How did the SA or the Southern African block fare?
Yeah, they did quite well. The Hilux actually won their class, so they won the 4x4 class. The Burgers are actually like 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So props to Toyota for doing that. And Conrad Rautenbach, he's from Zim. He won the Rookie of the Year in the cars category, so he finished 9th overall, which I think is a fantastic, sort of like result. So well done there. And then a great story is Joey Evans. He was paralyzed in 2007 after a crash. And he finished the Dakar this year. He was one out of 4 South Africans that managed to finish. So he finished in 95th place. So I think that's a great story.
How many competitors didn't finish the race?
I think 97 finished out of 161. So
wow,
yeah, it just shows, sort of coming back to your point that this year's race was tough, and then the conditions, sort of thrown into it as well. The guys, they struggled.
Oh, man, well, I'm really happy you were there to bring us an actual play-by-play, but I'm still incredibly jealous that you were able to tick that box. But certainly a deserved treat. I hope you enjoyed spending your New Year's on that side of the world. But Sean, thank you so much for joining us this morning. So he reigns supreme. Stefan Pieter Hansel taking his 13th Dakar Rally.